Oh my goodness, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers move on to a 6-6 record. The Saints fall to a 4-9 record after an impeccable, improbable comeback by Tom Brady. The Bucs are 3-1 in division play right now. The Saints fall to 1-3. This might have all but eliminated the Saints from playoff contention now. Oh my gosh. And look, let's just talk about this, okay? Final score 17-16. Tom Brady, 36 of 54, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, sacked once. I will say, Tom Brady was getting hit a lot in this game. Josh Wells and Donovan Smith, they struggled in this game. And throughout 3.5 quarters, 3.5 quarters, this offense looked abysmal. I mean, abysmal. Tom Brady hugging Josh Wells at the end of the game. Brady even missed a couple of throws. There was the interception against Demario Davis, where for sure Brady wishes he would have had that thrown back. Didn't even see Davis. Wasn't even looking at him. Throws the interception. Brady throws a pick. Tom Brady now has his 44th career comeback in the fourth quarter overtime. That's the most in NFL history. But Tom Brady had a couple of throws for sure that he wishes he could have had back. A couple of missed deep balls to Julio Jones. The interception against Demario Davis. But all in all, Tom Brady gets it done when it matters. One thing I want to point out, with 7 minutes left in this ball game, down 2 scores, a 4th and 10 from your own 25, the Buccaneers decide to punt. Todd Bowles trusted his defense, whereas myself and a lot of other people who watched this game did not. A lot of people were questioning, why didn't you go for it? I still don't agree necessarily with the call, but it ended up working out for the Bucs in this situation. Byron Leftwich, I thought, was doing an abysmal job as OC throughout 3.5 quarters of this game. They get the win here. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Final, 6.5 minutes left of this game on offense. The Bucs were impeccable. That's on Brady. That's on a lot of guys. Just the entirety of the offense from top to bottom, I thought did good. Kudos to Bowles for having trust in his defense. I thought the defense played really well today. I know Dalton was 19 of 27 for 225 yards and a touchdown, but they got plays when it mattered the most. Fournette, 10 carries, 49 yards. Rachaad White, 9 carries, 28 yards. Receiving, Chris Godwin, 13 carries, 8 catches, 63 yards. Cade Otton, 10 targets, 6 catches, 28 yards, and a touchdown. Rachaad White, 8 targets, 6 receptions, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Rachaad White's got to be your starting running back moving forward, in my opinion. I feel like there's, at least just involve him more as a receiving back. I don't think there's many questions about that. Fournette, 7 targets, 6 receptions, 32 yards. Mike Evans had 4 targets, 4 catches for 59 yards. Julio Jones, 6 targets, 3 catches, 28 yards, but a very crucial catch towards the end of the game where it was almost intercepted. Jones came down with it. Huge stuff there. Huge stuff there. Lavonte David finished this game as the team's leading tackler. 12 tackles. Tristan Wirfs giving Brady a big hug after the game. Lavonte David, 12 tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 1 quarterback hit. A great game by Lavonte David. He was an all-star in this game. Keanu Neal, I thought, played a really solid game. He had a very crucial knocked out pass at the end of the game against Taysom Hill that forced an incompletion that gave the Bucs the ability to score the game-winning drive. Keanu Neal, I thought, really stepped up in this game. I thought he did a really good job. He might even deserve a game ball. I thought he played that well. 5 tackles and 1 pass deflection for Neal. Davis and Dean struggled a little bit in this game. Davis finished with 5 tackles, 1 pass deflection. Dean, 4 tackles, 1 pass deflection. Zion McCollum struggled in this game, I feel like, more than both of them. 5 total tackles for McCollum, but, hey, the secondary was able to get it done at the end of the day and do some stuff, but they did struggle a decent bit. Carl Nassib, 2 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass deflection, and 1 quarterback hit. Does Nassib start playing more? I thought he looked very good today. Made plays throughout most of the game. I thought the defense as a whole played really well. 4 pass deflections, 3 quarterback hits. Jannard Avery had a quarterback hit. I feel like he should be playing a little bit more. 2 total sacks. I mean, the defense I thought was an all-star today. I thought the entirety of the defense played really good. If I had to talk about some specific guys who really stepped up, Levante David, Keanu Neal, Carl Nassib, I thought those guys were huge in this game. Huge. Ryan Suckup made all of his kicks, 1 for 1 on the field goal, 2 for 2 on the extra point. I'm going to give him credit because if he doesn't make that extra point at the end of the game, guess what? The Bucs go to OT. And Jake Camarda I thought was really good as well. 5 punts for 247 yards, an average of 49.4 yards per punt. 2 touchbacks, 1 inside the 20. I thought Camarda played a really, really good game. So where do the Bucs go from here? We've still got over 550 people in here, folks. The chat is going absolutely crazy. Where do the Bucs go from here? Well, it's not all roses, right? As I said, aside from the final 6.5 minutes of that fourth quarter, Bucs offense still needs a lot of work. If they can start doing what they did at the end of that fourth quarter throughout the entirety of a game, or at least spread it out throughout the entirety of a game, we'd be looking at an entirely different football team here. We would be. But I really don't think it can be stated enough how huge of a win this is. Ben, thank you for the $1.99 super chat saying Brady won this, not Bowles. I agree with you in some ways. I do agree with you. But I am going to give, wow, great comeback, 12, can stick with the rubber bands. There you go. Brady the GOAT, never doubted that man for a moment. There's a lot of chat going on. I am doing this during my live stream, this review. Bruce Arians needs to get in Left Witch's ear and tell the dude that the hurry up can't be stopped. Yeah, I mean, it was a rough win to say the least. A rough win to say the least. And there's still work that's got to be done on that offense. 100% think that is the case. And I still don't necessarily agree with Todd Bowles. 7 minutes down, 2 scores, 4th and 10 from the own 25. You punt it. But Todd Bowles trusted in that defense, and they did the job. This team's defense is strong, folks. It's strong. And they were a big part of helping get this win. Of course, Brady was Brady in the end. Those 2 drives where he scored the 2 touchdowns in the end of the game were masterful. I mean, look, man. You know, it is just incredible. You score a touchdown, you go on a 10-play, 91-yard drive in 2 minutes and 21 seconds, and you score a touchdown with 3 minutes left, right? Your defense then gets a punt. And with 2 minutes and 29 seconds, I believe 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, 11 plays, 63 yards, 2 minutes, 26 seconds, go down the field and score. The only thing that I would say is that we need to see more consistency from this offense throughout the entirety of a game. Then you got an entirely different football team here, folks. Because the defense, they're ready to play. The offense, you got to put it together for 4 quarters. But this is so huge for the Bucs in terms of playoff standings, in terms of winning the NFC South. Instrumental in terms of this win. Cannot say that enough. Cannot say that enough. You know, I'm doing this live, by the way. Thank you to Ryan, Brandon, Logan, Kyle, Trevor, all my moderators for being here in the chat. Bittersweet. We are 6-6.
That's a 44-yard penalty.
Yeah,
Brady,
absolutely.
End zone touchdown. Bucs.
Absolutely. I mean, just what a win.
200th career touchdown throw from Tom Brady.
What a
to
win, man.
end.
Crazy stuff.
Gronk was
Shout
on
out
the
to Daniel as
receiving end of
well.
Plenty of these, and he gets Cade Otton.
Shout out to Trevor in the chat as well. That's everybody, man.
Season.
Crazy
Yeah,
stuff. The Buccaneers win. They move on to a 6-6 record.
Out of the pocket,
And while there is still some work to do, they got in. It was a gritty win, you know? And hey, at the end of the day, a win's a win. Crazy stuff. Bucs sweep the Saints. Take that, Saints. Crazy stuff, man. Absolutely nuts. Bucs win. Good stuff. Good stuff, man.